Hello, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about My Hero Ultra Rumble. Already going to start off the bat apologizing because yesterday there was no video on the channel. I just got caught up over a bunch of things and I just didn't have time to record, so I apologize for that. But we're back tomorrow, of course, more videos, and tomorrow is the final date for the beta. Unfortunately, I'm going to try, I'm not going to make a promise, to bring you guys a gameplay video, but I'm not going to promise anything because, you know, I don't want to promise and then not be able to come up with it. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the most wanted characters, at least in my opinion, for My Hero Ultra Rumble. And then, of course, what role do I think they would play in the game? If they would be like striker, if they would be technician, speed, support, you know, that kind of stuff. So, you guys are excited, please like, subscribe. And maybe I can bring a video with your ideas, guys. So, comment down below, who's your most, like, wanted character in this game and what role you think they would play. Comment right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go ahead and get started, guys. Starting off at number 10, I have Kaminari Woods. Kaminari Woods is one of those characters that is not really a main character in My Hero, but definitely deserves more love. I feel like every time I think of him, I think of him as the Spider-Man of My Hero Academia, and I think that he would be a support hero, actually. So I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, but I chose, since there's 5 roles, I chose 2 characters for every role. So I'm actually going to go in order of the role. So for support, like I said, Kaminari Woods is my support. I feel like he can definitely have some cool healing abilities. Like, or maybe he can also be like a wall placement, kind of like Cementos. I can see him having like a special action that like covers down teammates with the wood shield, or maybe even up teammates, put like a shield in front of them made out of wood. I can see him having like the long arms that can like get really far range. I would feel that he would be a far range yeah, I feel like he would play kind of far range, not gonna lie, because he has a lot of moves that, in the anime at least, it's all really huge area moves, so it's really for far range, and I just see him being a support as well with some sort of healing ability or defensive ability. And then for our other support, I chose Kurogiri, because Kurogiri, I'm also choosing a lot of characters that are in My Heroes 1's Justice 2, because if you didn't know, they use a lot of models and characters from that game, so I would really expect all of those characters to have a really good chance of being in the game. But Kurogiri would be a really good support. I can see him being a support, but not a healing type of support, but more of a movement type of support. I can see him having abilities of placing down portals, kind of like Wraith from Apex Legends. I can see him having an ability to maybe like make a shield. It would be a cool idea for special action. He can do it from afar, and he can like place a portal in front of teammates, so then it makes it really good to like for them to run away. Maybe if you're in somewhere and your teammate is like a certain distance from you, you can press triangle and then it'll tell them like put a portal in front of the teammate so then they can come to you. That would be a really cool special action, because that's pretty much what he does. They just call Kurogiri out of nowhere and he comes in and teleports them away. So Kurogiri would be my next support. Going into striker, I have Tokoyami. I really want to see Tokoyami in this game. He's one of my favorite characters. His ability with Dark Shadow is one of my favorite out of all of My Hero Academia. And like I said, more of a damage character. And honestly, I don't even have much to speak on. I can see him being more of a brawler. Most of his attacks having to do with Dark Shadow, of course. Maybe a special action where Dark Shadow gets really big, or like maybe like something with the darkness. Like I'm trying to think of something like, you know how Dark Shadow gets like stronger as it's dark, so maybe like something where like it creates like a dome around you guys. Not sure like that, but definitely an attacker type character. And then for my other striker, attacker, whatever you want to call it, I would do Vigilante Deku. I really want to see Vigilante Deku in this game, and I don't want to see him just as a skin, because of the fact that Deku has a lot more abilities that can be utilized instead of just giving him a Vigilante Deku skin. Although I have a feeling that we might get a Vigilante Deku skin, I'm going to be happy with whatever, but I would much prefer to get a secondary character that's Vigilante Deku. I feel like as we go on with the show, eventually we are going to have other versions of certain heroes, like maybe, like I said, Vigilante Deku, maybe another Dabi with the manga powers, maybe like another All For One, or maybe like, of course, All For One. Maybe we get like All For One from like season 1, 2, and then we get an All For One from the manga. So I think eventually we are going to get different versions of characters. So Vigilante Deku and Tokoyami are my 2 attack characters. Now going on to defense, I have Gang Orca and Endeavor. I'm going to say both of these together because they go pretty much with the same thing. They're both brute characters, and I see them, I picture defend. I can see Gang Orca being able to take huge areas while defending, because like if you played the My Hero 1's Justice game, he never did this in the anime, but in My Hero's 1's Justice, if you use his like Screech ability, any projectile is denied if it clashes with the screech ability. So it's a really good defensive move. It's pretty much a shield, a moving shield. So I can see him being defensive because of that. And Endeavor, he can make really cool, you could have really cool abilities making fire pillars and things like that. And I just picture him as a defense character. Like I said, both these would be amazing. I would love to see Gangork in the game. He's one of those characters that like I really like for my hero because of his design. Honestly, really good design choice. And his powers are just really cool. Like, man, it's an orca and a Sioux. For Endeavor, I'm trying to think of like some cool abilities for him. I can see him definitely having like one of the abilities that's when he uses prominence burn on both Shigaraki and that one high and Nomu, where like you grab the enemy, you go up, you burn, and then you crash back down. That would be a really cool ability for him to have, or something like that. Going on to our next rank, which is Speedster. And for speed, I have Mirko. Now, Mirko definitely gonna come into the game sometime, especially with season 5 or season 6, whatever season they're on right now, and the hype of it. Mirko played a really big role, and I definitely see her being added into the game eventually. Although she's not in My Heroes 1's Justice, which is actually really surprisingly. But signature moves for her. Honestly, I'm not really sure what signature moves she would have, like these special actions, but she would definitely have a lot of kick attacks. I can see. You know what? I can see her playing a lot like Ida. I want to set this as a prediction. If Mirko ever gets added, I believe she'll be a better version of Ida, because they both like kick. They both like, I can see her having a lot of the combos that Ida have, but a better version of it. I can see her having frappies a bit. I can see her being a mix of everybody. Like, she's gonna have kicks from Ida, a faster speed movement. She's gonna have the high jumping from Froppy. So she's gonna be like a mix of Froppy and Ida. That's gonna be my biggest guess for Mirko. And then our other speedster would be Lemillion. I also think he would be a speedster just because, you know, running away from fights is his specialty, kind of like Froppy going invisible, except he would go underground a lot of his moves, and he could also have a lot of, like, his special action. I can already picture it. You press it and then you're invincible for like 5 seconds, maybe like 3 seconds, something like that. You're gonna be permeated and then nobody can attack you. So that's definitely gonna be his special action. And then for our final technical characters, I can definitely see Aizawa being a technical character. Technical in this game, I feel like they're the characters that take more skill. They're more of placements, like you're placing stuff down. It's more of a trap. It's more, I would say, like overall characters. And I can see Aizawa being exactly like that, especially with his ability to like the negate quirk ability. Not sure how that would work in this game. Maybe like the enemies can't use their abilities for a while. Like, of course they can still punch, but they wouldn't be able to use their abilities. I can see a lot of things with his, like, I don't even know, like the scarf tape thing, whatever it's called. I can see a lot of abilities regarding that. So Aizawa definitely be an addition to this game. And then for technical, lastly, I have Hawks. Now, I wouldn't be honest, I was debating between technical and speedster, but I can think of a lot of cool traps that he can place down. Kind of like Dabi's fire trap. I can see him placing down his feathers. So then maybe like he sets an activation zone, and then like feathers are like in the sky, and then when somebody steps in it, the feathers just come down, stabbing everybody. That's what I can definitely see happening, guys. But anyways, I think I'm going to be ending this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below which characters you guys would love to see in this game. And yeah, just comment down below, share your opinion with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.